Hello, future travelers. Welcome back to Legalopolis. Friends, are you currently in the United States on a B2 visitor visa, spending time with loved ones, or seeking medical care? Only to find yourself facing an unexpected situation that leaves you asking, what's next? Well, life is full of surprises, and sometimes plans might take a turn, making it necessary to extend your stay. In today's video, we'll cover everything you need to know about extending your B2 visitor visa, from the application process to the key documents you'll need. So let's get started, but first let's understand what does an extension of stay means. Friends, extending your stay in the United States, which is officially called extension of stay EOS, allows you to stay beyond the date listed on your I-94 arrival departure record. To do this, you must apply with the right form depending upon your type of visa. Form I-539 is for most tourist visas and some non-immigrant statuses. Form I-129 is for all employment-based visa categories. These forms have specific instructions, so make sure that you read them carefully to avoid delays or mistakes. If applicable, you might also need to include Form I-539A for dependents. Now, let's look at the step-by-step process of applying for an extension. Step number 1, check your eligibility. You can apply for an extension if you entered the United States legally with a valid B visa. Number 2, your visa status is still valid. Number 3, you've not violated any of the conditions of your admission into the United States. Number 4, you've committed no crimes that make you ineligible for a visa. And number 5, your passport is valid for the entire duration of your requested stay. Now friends, please remember, some visa holders cannot apply for an extension, such as those on visa waiver program, crew members, that is those on D visa, or those in transit visa, that is C visa. So friends, always double check your category before applying. Only those visitors who have entered the United States on a B1, B2 visa can apply for an extension. Next, gather all the required documents to complete your application. Number 1, Form I-539. This is the application to extend or change non-immigrant status. Ensure that the form is accurately filled out. Number 2, I-94 copy. Download and attach a copy of your I-94 arrival departure record from the CBP website. Number 3, a copy of your passport. Provide a copy of the biographical page of your passport along with the visa stamp. Number 4, proof of financial support. You must demonstrate that you can support yourself financially during your extended stay. This could include bank statements, financial records, or any other evidence showing your income and available funds to cover your expenses in the United States for the extended period of stay that you are requesting for. Number 5, you need to submit a written statement. Now here, you need to explain, number 1, the reason for your extension request. Number 2, why your stay will be temporary, along with clear plans to depart the United States. This should include evidence of strong ties to your home country, such as a copy of your return flight ticket, to demonstrate your intent to return home. If applicable, explain the impact of this extension on your residence, employment, or business in your home country. For example, if you're employed, you must provide details of how this extension might affect your job back home. Ensure your reasons are truthful and supported by solid evidence. Friends, failure to submit the required documents may delay or even result in a denial of your case. So please note that there are no appeal rights for B2 extension applicants, and so it's crucial that your application is complete and includes all necessary information. Then comes the next step, timing. Timing plays a crucial role. Check the date on your I-94 arrival departure record. That's your authorized stay's end date. To avoid overstaying, which can lead to deportation or being barred from re-entering the United States, it's best to apply for an extension as soon as you are aware that you need to extend your stay. But try to do it at least 45 days before your authorized stay expires, because this gives USCIS enough time to process your application and avoid complications. But please do keep in mind that by simply filing your application on time and being eligible for an extension does not automatically mean that your stay will be extended. USCIS will evaluate your situation, your status, and the reasons for your extension request before making a decision. If USCIS feels that the circumstances don't support an extension, your application will be denied. However, if USCIS approves your request for extension, then they will determine the duration of the extension and retroactively issue a new status and I-94 starting from the expiration date of your previous I-94. Now, retroactive refers to something that takes effect from an earlier date even though it is applied or recognized at a later time. In the context of immigration or legal matters, a retroactive decision or action means that it is applied to a past event or period, such as granting a new status or I-94 starting from the date when the previous one expired. Now friends, once this process is complete, the natural question is, what happens if USCIS doesn't decide on your extension request before your I-94 expires? Now friends, if you apply for an extension within time, but if USCIS is unable to make a decision before the expiry of your I-94, technically you'll be out of status. But don't worry, USCIS will usually let you stay in the United States while they process your application, and they won't immediately start removal proceedings on you. Now, even though you are technically out of status, you won't accumulate unlawful presence in the United States as long as your extension request was filed before your I-94 expired. Then comes the next step. Be prepared for the decision. If your extension gets approved, it will be as if your status never expired and your time waiting for the decision will be counted as lawful presence in the United States. But if your extension is denied, you'll need to leave the United States right away to avoid overstaying, which can impact future visa applications. Now friends, here are some pro tips for a successful application. Apply as early as possible the moment you realize that there is a genuine need for you to request this extension. Clearly explain why you need the extension. Avoid vague reasons or reasons which cannot be substantiated with solid proof. Number 3, provide strong financial evidence to show that you won't become a public charge. And number 4, it's very important to keep all these documents organized and intact in one place. Because if you have to apply for a new B2 visa or visit the United States again, you'll need to present these documentation to prove to the visa officer that your reasons for requesting the extension were genuine and not frivolous. This will also help assure them that you won't repeatedly request extensions during future visits. Else, this might be one of the grounds for the visa officer to deny your B2 visa application. So friends, to conclude, extending your B2 visa doesn't have to be stressful if you are prepared. Follow these steps, stay organized, and always keep track of your immigration deadlines. So friends, if you found this video helpful, do give it a thumbs up and please consider subscribing for more immigration related content and share it with someone who might need it. I wish you all the very best for your upcoming visa journey. May your application be met with success, and until next time, safe travels!